Hey guys, it's me, Yone Uchiha here, and oh, yeah, you probably just noticed that I'm not going by brand anymore, right? Well, that's simply because of, well, since Yasuo is basically from, like, League of Legends, which, me being the degenerate I am on playing League of Legends, I said, well, hey, you know what, fuck it, I might as well go by the other brother, Yone, which is, we are the brothers, so we must have the same names, right? But anyway, we are now going to react to a video that was just posted today by Team APS. They make very great videos. I like their content. And apparently it's about a game they've never heard from before, which actually I have, and I played it, but then I just lost interest in it afterward, which we're about to find out why. So, also, and by the way, if you're new here, please hit the like button and also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. And if you have, well, anything to say, really, just leave in the comment below. So, on with the video.
So, I don't know if you heard about this. I saw this the other day. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel is
kaput.
ending. Yes. Did you see the announcement?
I didn't see the announcement. I just heard all of the all the people talking.
Yeah, people talking about it, or maybe all the not people talking, because I don't even know. I feel like. Okay, so here's what they had. We just have this pulled up. Here's what they said. This in their Facebook. We would like to express our deepest gratitude to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel community for its wonderful support. It is with heavy hearts that we. It's never a good thing when I have to say that. It is with heavy hearts that we announce that we will be ending service at 5 UTC, like 5 p.m. UTC on Monday, September 4th, 2023. As such, we will increase the amount of rewards, such as gifts and login bonuses, so that players may continue to enjoy the game until the service ends. Further details will be updated on the application and official website.
Hold on, let me just back that up a little bit. Like this part right here, like to increase the amount of rewards and everything, I think that's, I wouldn't say that's normal. I could be wrong on that, but I think a lot of games, if you're getting like increased rewards for like just some random reason, more often than not, it's because the game's gonna shut down soon. So they're gonna say, okay, we might as well give you players more free shit because we're about to go down in who knows how long. But yeah, it doesn't really surprise me that much that Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel is gonna shut down. There are many different reasons why, and I did watch a little bit of this video before, but not the whole thing. No, I got to like maybe the first 5 minutes to see if this video would be interesting for content. And so far, yes, this will be good content. So let's continue.
You do enjoy the game until the service ends. Further details will be updated on the application and official website. So, yeah, that's basically it. Cross Duel, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel, the mobile game that you may not have even really known about, is...
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know about because it was not something people wanted to begin with, or at least that I'm aware of. If it was a game that people wanted, I guarantee you it probably would have been a lot longer. That is if it's not super pay to win or has some kind of bullshit mechanics where you have to jump through hoops to get to the end game, which is just very monotonous with some games. But yeah, I think overall it was a game that was just more like a test, really, but I don't think it was a game that people wanted, if that makes any sense.
Is ending basically like a year after release. This game came out like last.
Yeah.
A year? Damn, that's impressive. Some of them go down within a month because they're just not that great. Hell, even shit on that matter.
It came out last. I remember it had a very early kind of like beta test that I was a part of, and then many months passed before the game officially released.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on Cross Duel when it happened? I remember we made like a...
Like, the game looks good. Like, I'll give them credit. When I was playing the game, the only reason why, because I know what this game is, because I did play it before. Matter of fact, I did pre-register this game, so I could try it out, because I thought it would be interesting. The graphics are actually decently good. I will say this. Now, gameplay-wise, it's a little weird. But overall, I don't think it was bad, just... I think there are other factors here. Well, I can only name a couple, but I'm going to let them come through as the video goes on.
It never came out. My issue with Cross... I do play a few mobile games, so I'm not adverse to mobile games as much as other people are. But my issue with Cross Duel was I wanted particular cards.
And let me guess, you couldn't craft it because it's not like Master Duel, right?
matter how much money I spent, I couldn't guarantee getting them.
Which is, in short, gambling in a way. I mean, that's what really gacha games are. They are a form of gambling. Just, really, it doesn't really matter how you put it. Gacha is also gambling because there's RNG involved. You're putting money in, like the slot machine, to try to get something or an outcome with the amount of money that you're putting in. So I'm going to assume, and this I will say because I did get to this part, is that I think one of the main reasons why Cross Duel died so quick is because, well, it's super pay to win. Like he said before, no matter how much money he put in, he couldn't get the cards he wanted. Now, unlike in Master Duel, however, let's say you put $100 in the Master Duel, but you didn't get the cards you wanted, you're probably more than likely to get materials that you could dismantle, and then you can craft the cards that you want. Which I think Master Duel is a huge W for that, because if Master Duel did not have the crafting system that it has in, I guarantee you Master Duel will die within probably the same lifeline as Cross Duels did. It only lasts like maybe a year. But yeah, I think crafting in any card game in general should be in all of them, and it should be free. Like, if you get the currency and you can make the card, okay, go for it. Now, as for like alternative arts, which I'm pretty sure that's what Master Duel does, and of course some other ones in exception, they do like different rarities, which is still random, but you're guaranteed the card, which for most people, all they want is just the damn card. Now, if you're like a giga whale who has literally so much money you don't know what the fuck to do with, and you're just slamming it in, and make sure your whole deck's full of shiny and full bling and all that, well, hey, more power to you, but most people just want the damn cards, for fuck's sakes.
You know, in Master Duel, we have the crafting system, but Cross Duel was very much a typical like gacha game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You had to spin cards randomly out of the gacha. They cost premium currency.
You couldn't craft them.
You couldn't craft them.
Which I guarantee you why the game died. If it has some kind of crafting system like Master Duel or Card Fight Vanguard Zero and maybe a couple other ones I can't think of at the moment. But I guarantee if it has some kind of crafting system, it would stick around a lot longer. But since it doesn't, people are gonna fucking quit. Because it's not like such some kind of huge IP like Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, for example, where people are willing to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on Dokkan Battle just to get characters that they technically already got before, but it's a new version of that character. And matter of fact, that version of the character is even more powerful, to which it does even more damage. He does more abilities. He tanks harder. Tanks harder. He does more damage, and he takes way more damage. And also on top of that, the animations are even cooler because they refuse to update the old ones. So, yeah. You kind of get the point there, right? That's just how some gacha games are. If the IP of the gacha game is not good, then people are not going to put money into it.
Well, okay, wait.
Upgrade them.
What was good about it? Was there, if anything? I played a little. So.
Cross Duel was a unique game. It was a different type of Yu-Gi-Oh! And if that's what you were into, that's what you were getting.
I remember when they first announced it, and
Well, again, I don't think anyone asked for this. Now, is it new? Yes. Was it interesting? Yes. Did it have potential? Absolutely. Unfortunately, it's a pay-to-win piece of shit. Like, I'm sorry. Not a lot of people... Like, I know there are people who, kind of deal with pay-to-win games as they are. As long as there's some kind of way to kind of catch up to that. Even though, realistically, you won't. This game is literally, hey, it's either pay up to get the best deck or literally just find pennies and hope for the fucking best. Like, there's definitely a difference in power level between someone who spends no money and a person, let's say he spends $5,000. If that. I guarantee you the person who spent the $5,000 is going to have the best deck, the best monsters, the best abilities on those cards, the best traps and spells. And as for the other one who has not paid jack shit, he's just going to get his ass whooped. So, yeah, that's what I think how it is. That's one of the main reasons why not only was I not interested, but I saw that there was only a premium banner. I mean, there was the free play banner. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but the way to get the really good cards was the premium banner, which you had to get the premium currency, which, as far as I'm aware, was fucking hard as shit to get.
It was like, a new 4-player way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And everybody thought that it was going to be like a battle royale style Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's still Yu-Gi-Oh! Like the card game, just like in battle royale, like free for all style. Because they've done that in the anime a bit. Like Arc 5, I think, did that.
Yeah, they did have battle royales in Arc 5.
Well, Arc 5 was not that great, so let's not talk about that.
But it was never realistic.
Or people thought this would have been like a tag.
The only thing that came from Arc V that was even good, at least in my opinion, was fucking DDDs, and that's fucking it. Other than that, I didn't really like the series. But that's a whole different topic for a whole different video.
A dual thing. Didn't end up being that.
To make a battle royale Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game, I don't think you can do that on mobile. I just don't.
Probably, maybe you could.
I think you would.
You could, but I guarantee you it would not be easy, and it would be a bitch. It's probably best to be on a PC. That, I could say, in my opinion, it probably would be the best thing to do, is to put on a PC, like on Steam or something. Mobile is one of those things where, if you could fit all of it on a small screen, and you could visibly see what the fuck's going on in the game, then it's perfectly fine. Now, if you can't fucking see jack shit, and it's on mobile, then the game is shit. Because the people who are designing it probably did not intend it to be on mobile to begin with.
It would be very...
Not talking about games that try to go from PC to mobile.
Difficult presenting a game of like 3 or more people.
Oh yeah, on the okay,
on
I
like
get
a
what you're saying.
phone screen.
Okay, well I'll say the things I think it did well because I played a little bit of Cross Duel. I did participate in the early beta.
Okay.
I think
I didn't get to play the
production
beta.
values of the game were great. I mean, they definitely rivaled Duel Links just in terms of they had.
Yeah, it was a pretty game.
I doubt it.
So that was like a really big plus. They had all the different.
Duel Links was popped off way harder than Cross Duel in my opinion. When Duel Links first came out, it popped off like fucking like fucking fireworks on the 4th of fucking July. It was the game. Anyone could get into it, and anyone could pick up some cards and then play. In the beginning, nowadays, yeah, Duel Links is nothing but a fucking joke. I still think they need to put a crafting system in Duel Links, because I think it's extremely fucking unfair that in order for you to build a deck, you have to go through so many fucking hoops just to even get a chance at... just to get the fucking chance to get the fucking cards that you need or want for your deck so that way you can play, well, in ranked, which is the main reason why people play Duel Links. I mean, fuck, I don't think Duel Links even has an actual story if you ask me. And if it did, it probably sucks.
Series represented, so like, from...
And it won't be the first game that Konami or whoever designs the games for Konami for Yu-Gi-Oh! That the story was fucking garbage. It will not be the first game, and it probably won't be the last, if they ever do another game.
Duel Monsters and GX, all the way up to, like, even Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, Rush Duel or Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s or whatever, even those characters were in the game, and that was really cool. I think...
Why would they add... I don't want to know.
The graphics actually looked really nice. It was a game that had... Because it's been a while since we've gotten, like, 3D...
Like, I mean, this does look nice for a mobile game. But I can say at the same time, I have seen better
models of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters, and so it had all of those. I thought that was really neat.
I like the summoning animations for the Ace monsters. Those were
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like I remember even the intro had like this really cool kind of just this animation with like Dark Magician and Neos and Blue Eyes and stuff. So I mean, like, the premise seemed neat. I think it fell apart for me at like, I don't think that this sort of game has like an audience, or not. That's harsh.
Well, no, you're not wrong. No one asked for the thing to begin with. I mean, yeah, there's probably maybe a small audience now for it, but you were not wrong by saying that. I mean, harsh? I mean, that's debatable, but let's just be honest here. No one asked really for this game to begin with. I guarantee you, if you ask every single person who played Cross Duel, I guarantee you they would say they did not ask for a game like Cross Duel. Maybe the idea of it, but not what it is.
Let me take that back. I guess what I mean to say is, who is this game for?
Good question. That's why I said before, no one asked for it. And you can't say it was for casual. Well, I guess you could say... Well, actually, no, you can't say it's for casual because it's super pay to win. Because if you don't put the money in, then you don't fucking win. I mean, that's how all pay to win games work.
I mean, it's for Yu-Gi-Oh fans.
If you know what the game
is.
is.
They would want you to believe, huh?
Right.
But then it's like, I don't know, because I think when people hear about Yu-Gi-Oh video games, they expect it to be the card game in a simulator again. Right. And I think that...
True, but they have done technically one video game. And it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. Which, by the way, is one of my favorite games I ever played. And unfortunately, that's the only game they did it that way. I wish they made another one or something similar. Because that was actually good for me. At least back in the day it was. I do plan on playing older Yu-Gi-Oh games for like YouTube content. Because, you know, it's Yu-Gi-Oh related. And I said, hey, fuck it. I might as well play through all the old games and that I thought were hard at the time and see if I can beat them today. Which probably going to be easy since I played LOL, WoW, and other more complex games than back in the day.
What they maybe didn't do well here, I don't say they didn't do it well, but like, is it kind of, you would assume it's like the card game in real life, like the cards do the same thing that they do, but then they don't. It's like there's like a different rule set, but it's not so much different. And
for context, in Cross Duel, almost all cards have no effect unless they get upgraded to have an effect.
Yeah, the monster.
Yep.
Yeah. But then they don't. But even when they do have effects, they're not exactly the same as what you're used to.
Yeah, I think there's like the movement system and just all these things that I think tried to do something different, and they did it pretty well. Like, I mean, when I was playing it, I had a pretty fun time. Like, it was engaging.
From the design of it, like gameplay wise, yeah, it's good. It's actually interesting. But again, no one asked for this.
It's just that I think for the average
it looks cool.
Player,
and when I played that time, yeah, it was kind of fun. But after that, it just really died afterward because, well...
Like, it's not the TC...
Sorry. I just couldn't build the deck that I wanted. And in order for me to build the deck that I wanted, I had to put a lot of money into it, which, if any money I put into, I put like maybe there was a $5 deal, I think, at the time, which I'm like, okay, let's see how much I can get out of this. And guess what? Basically got... Instead of 500% value like Diablo Immortal, yeah, put a minus sign beside that. That's how much value I got out of that.
CG kind of rules that you're used to, and it doesn't, while it's also not, like I think that if I wanted maybe a sort of strategy movement-based game, I think people would look to more dedicated genres for it. So like maybe that's the thing. I also think that the marketing in this game was really confusing to me. I feel like they would, so what did you remember of them? Did you see any of the commercials?
Yeah, I mean, they were all over YouTube and stuff when the game first released. I think, but...
Really? I didn't see any at all. Or maybe one, but it was forgettable because, again, I already played the game a little bit and I just lost interest. But I could be wrong. But for me, I think I might have saw maybe one ad, and after that, I never saw it again.
Cross Duel's release was very strange. When the beta had happened, there was a lot of like interest and talk about it.
Yeah, what might this be?
And then the beta ended, and then we heard literally nothing for many months.
Yeah, that beta ended then the game didn't come out for like another year or something after that.
And like so, any like hype that had been generated by the beta was pretty much completely gone by its official release.
They did this weird thing on social media for like the 2 or 3 months leading up to it, where they were like, "It's coming out," and like they would say these like extremely vague things and try to get you to like pre-register or whatever, however that works, and like.
You had no clue when it was.
But you didn't know like when it was coming out. And they wouldn't say like what it was. They're like, if we can get 500,000 people or whatever to pre-register, then there will be this thing when the game launches. But I guess it was like strange to me. And I remember when the commercials came out for the game.
Okay.
The commercials are weird. Like there was like these people sitting around like in a living room.
What the fuck does this have anything to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel? Like so far, just like some kind of random commercial that you would watch, let's say around midnight, where it's talking about how how they're trying to sell you like some kind of laundry soap or fucking shit like that. And that is if you actually still have fucking cable, like fucking like the Flintstones back in the Stone Ages.
Playing and I guess
hell, even that record player is back in the Stone Ages. I'm sorry, I don't think anyone even owns one anymore.
I didn't really understand. The vibe was off. I know it's like such a nebulous thing to say, but like I didn't really think it sold the game very well. Like I don't know like how.
Like up until this point is where you start getting it. I'm sorry, but a commercial should be able to get straight to the point and kind of let you know what this commercial is and who it's for from the beginning. Not some weird, goofy shit like what we saw earlier. Like I said before, it looked like a laundry or some kind of dumbass commercial that literally you just don't give two shits about it. Like, as soon as you see it, you basically just turn the TV off or you just walk away from it, then you come back just to continue to watch your fucking Fox News or something.
Am I really supposed to play Crossdale with more people in my living room? Is that like what they're...
I mean, you can.
I guess you could do it.
But, I mean, you can all... But, you know, a Crossdale game was really just you, one person, and two bots.
Yeah, again, the online servers weren't super active. I know you were saying you think it really had too many game modes.
I think Crossdale, I think it launched... Because it introduced the, like, raid battle mode, like, fairly early in, and you had the casual way to play and the ranked way to play. I just think it all shit has been ranked. Just every game ranks you because when a game launches and it doesn't necessarily have like the largest audience in the world, it's better if you can just funnel them all into
the one
game mode. I think of battle royales for that. You know, most battle royale games only have like two modes and one's not even obvious. So for the most part, everyone just hits whatever the first play button they see is, and they play in that one mode. And
he's not wrong there.
I didn't even know this game existed. I'm gonna be like, to be frank about it, I just don't think a lot of people knew. Because I remember, I mean, when this came out the other day, this announcement that it's ending, there were people who were like, "What was that?" Like, I didn't even know this happened to begin with. So
that's how you know the game is that bad. If you don't even know what the hell it is, or hell, if you even knew it even existed, then it was poorly a bad game. Now, I think mainly it was because of two reasons. One, there was not really a player base that asked for it. I mean, it was good that it's good that they try something new. I think that is great. I think they should continue doing that. But next time, just I don't know, just do better marketing, I guess. And the other thing is that it was like a gacha game. It's super pay to win. Unless you pay like thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars into the game, you're literally getting negative 500% value.
Oh, that kind of sucks. I mean, I guess that goes to show. They did some collaborations with content creators or maybe pseudo celebrities.
They ain't call me.
But
I'm about to say, I don't think you guys got any sponsored or anything like that.
Yeah,
as far as I'm aware,
I was never reached out to by Konami or anyone else about.
Apparently, I'm not wrong.
Promotion, so
I would have done it. As long as they could have guaranteed, like, get another copy of Odd Eyes.
Very well justified. Very well justified.
I remember they would do like these collaborations, like with streamers, but it seemed like it was people I'd never really heard of. Maybe they were based in other countries, and that might have been why. But I always felt like they didn't really reach out to like large mainstream sort of creators, and so that might have helped. But they didn't seem to do that.
There's budgetary limitations. You can't get Ludwig to play every game.
Yeah, true. I think that's a thing. Yeah, I don't know. Something that's kind of sad about this sort of thing, though, is that this is the first, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe the second, because there was like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Generations game. But I was going to say, this is like the first, or one of the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Games where, like, it ending means, like, you'll never be able to revisit this game. Right? Because it's, like, all server side.
Yeah, this is a live service game.
So once the service is over, it's like, you can't have been a fan who, like, okay, so like say, you know, we played like Yu-Gi-Oh! Wheelie Breakers on the Wii.
Yeah.
Terrible game, to be completely honest.
Yeah, it was terrible. You ain't wrong there. You ain't wrong there. It looked cool. I just fucking wish the gameplay was as fucking cool. even if let's say the story was garbage, if it had a story, I don't remember, to be honest. As long as the actual gameplay was cool as it was, like shown in trailers or whatever, then I wouldn't really give a shit at that point.
Doesn't control well. It's kind of a mess. But like, it's got its little charm, and if I ever want to, I can pop it in the Wii and play it, or even like emulate or whatever.
Yeah, which actually I have been playing on my phone just recently. I just got a Game Boy emulator on my phone so I could play the older Yu-Gi-Oh games or any Game Boy game in general, but mostly Yu-Gi-Oh based that I played back in the day, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Secret Cards. That was one of my favorite Game Boy Yu-Gi-Oh games that I ever played. One of them.
But with this, I mean, like, it literally just isn't.
But I mean, that is most games now. I mean, when Master Duel shuts down one day, that'll be that. Yeah. There will be no more Master Duel. And when Duel Links shuts down one day, more than likely sooner than Master Duel, that'll be that.
Well, yeah, because Duel Links, I guarantee you this. Mark my words, I guarantee you this. If Duel Links actually put in a crafting system like Master Duel, for fuck's sakes, it would last a whole lot fucking longer. And as for these selection boxes, get rid of them. They do fucking nothing for anybody. They are literally, like, it spells whale bait written all over it. It is literally a box for whales to go into to get early access to cards, which is pay to win bullshit. Like, I can get a little bit of, okay, new sets out, everyone puts money in. Oh, at least everyone gets the same shit if everyone puts in the same amount of gems or money. Around the same time. Like, around the same time when everyone... Like, basically, the card pool is the fucking same. As soon as you put a selection box, where you can only apparently buy, like, what, 5 packs at the max limit free to play. After that, you have to buy them. I'm sorry, that spells pay to win written all fucking over, and that is fucking garbage.
Game will be over with. And that's the state of gaming right now.
Games as a service.
You want to enjoy, so you have to kind of enjoy them in the moment and know that one day that will be over, and there's no, you can't get it back, you can't retain it. So it's a bit of a shame if you really did enjoy Cross Duel and like what they did here.
Yep, that is
September 4th.
Yep.
5 o'clock UTC.
Such a specific time, right? Okay, so what do you think? Just here's a.
I guarantee they just picked a random ass fucking time, or maybe that's the time they get up first thing in the morning, and the guy who's in charge to shut the game down, he's gonna be like, okay, I got my coffee. Wait, what am I supposed to do this morning? Oh yeah, press the delete cross duel button. Boop. Okay, my job's done.
Last thought on it. What should it have done? Like, what could have saved this? Whether that's something different from the jump.
Well, they should have called me to like help with promoting the game.
Right.
That would help, but I still think one, it should not have been so fucking pay to win to begin with. There should have been a crafting system. And yes, I definitely agree that they should have did marketing way fucking better. 100%.
And giving me extra copies of Odd Eyes, but...
You can tell he's fucking mad that he didn't get his fucking Odd Eyes. I mean, fuck. If I didn't get the last copy of a card that I want from my fucking deck, I'll be pissed off too.
Yeah, like what should have been done differently here? I have my hunters. I want to hear.
So, the gacha system was pretty unforgiving, and I think you can.
No shit. I think any gacha game is very unforgiving, especially if you're not in an anniversary month. Guarantee it. I guarantee you, every fucking gacha game anyone's ever played, if you're not playing around at anniversary time, fucking banners or car banners, whatever, they're so fucking unforgiving outside from that. Why? Because you're not getting free shit during a month where it's fucking a lull state. Now during anniversary, everyone's playing, everyone's putting money in. Guess what? Everyone gets rewards for spending money. As soon as that gets over, well then you're on a flat line again until the next anniversary for a whole fucking year. Which if that reminds me, how about Dokkan Battle? I guarantee you, any person who's played Dokkan Battle before, I guarantee you, there's probably maybe 1 or 2 times a fucking year where you actually can probably pull on something and actually get something good, or at least get some kind of pity summon where, since you did all 3 summons with all the stones we gave you, we'll give you an extra 1 free. I get that's that's literally how fucking good it is during an anniversary month, and that's twice a fucking year, and that's if you're free to play and only free to play. Which is why a lot of gacha games are super fucking unforgiving.
You can only get away with that when your game is really popular.
True, like the IP Dragon Ball and Dokkan Battle, like I just said before.
If your game's niche out the gate, something like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel game, where Yu-Gi-Oh's a niche, and then you're gonna get a slice of that niche, because not every Yu-Gi-Oh! Player even plays mobile games or would even care to play a non-Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG game. You had such a small amount of people you were working with. Yeah. It needed to be it had to be much easier for people to get what they wanted, to then play with real people. I feel that you quickly noticed in cross duels when you're playing against bots versus real people, and you played against bots so often, I think that soured the experience. At least for me, it did.
I mean, I'm thinking, I guess, maybe even like further, zooming out even a little further than that, is like, I think that they should have pushed harder into a different genre. And I know it's going to sound weird, but I think that it just is.
So make it a different game.
Yeah, make it a different game, because
like they did with Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. I guarantee if they did something like that, it'd be cool. Or actually, hey, if anyone remembers this, they actually did a Dungeon Dice Monsters game where they literally had the little miniature monsters, right? It was literally like how in the episode or 2, I don't remember which, please do forgive me, when Yugi was dueling Duke Devlin, he was doing the Dungeon Dice Monsters that Duke Devlin made. Dude, that would have been dope as fucking shit if that was still around. Hell, I would fucking kill somebody to have a game like that that's still Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, but it's a different way to play the game. Like, that would be dope. Or even the Capsule Monsters on top of that. Make another game like that. Or do another Duelist of the Roses. That game was very good. As a matter of fact, that's probably like my main favorite that they ever made. Just take a different take on the game and just take it that direction. Just try it out. If it fails, it flops, okay. Big whoop-de-fucking-do. At least you know, okay, let's not do this. Let's try something different. Which I definitely think that's what Konami really, really should do.
This to me feels like it just falls in the awkward space of...
More like it falls on its fucking ass.
Vaguely resembling like the TCG, like your sensibilities around like what spells and traps are and like what monsters are and like their attack and defense values and stuff. But then it's not the TCG, and it's like it's familiar, but it isn't familiar. But then it also doesn't lean far enough to me into like the sort of strategic board game moving thing. Like I saw somebody on social media posted like it might have been just more interesting to make like Dungeon Dice Monsters as a mode.
Thank you. I just said this. If they would have kept on going with that. Even if it made them no fucking money, if they just kept on making more of it, I guarantee you, people would have fucking tried it out and maybe fucking liked it. It's a fucking shame that they stopped doing it. I think they only did it for like what? Fuck, I don't even fucking remember. All I know is that I got the first thing that ever came out from that, and ever since then I have not saw another one since then. And that was fucking, I don't know, a decade ago or more? Actually, probably even longer than that.
For some reason, they just don't want to do that.
Yeah, or just something kind of where you fully embrace the tabletop, like, RPG element of it or something.
Duels of the Roses. And
Yes!
Monster Coliseum.
Yeah,
yes!
Like that would have been a better...
I
don't know that would even... but, like, I think that might have been better.
I think...
100%! Because there are games that were released way before Cross Duel, and they were great. People loved them for what they were. If they did like I guarantee you right now, okay, let's imagine this for a second, okay? Let's imagine. Konami comes out and they're like, hey, we're going to make a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Roses 2. Except it will be on Steam and you can play against other people. The gameplay's pretty much the fucking same, just better graphics, better, like, maybe game controls, maybe even a better tutorial, whatever. That would be dope as shit. Everyone would hop on that hype train in a fucking second. Me included. And of course, that's me jokingly saying, oh, we're going to create Duels of the Roses 2. No, just call it like a fucking revamp or something. Or Capsule Monster on that one too. Which, fuck, I'm going to find a fucking emulator later, download on my fucking computer, download all these games, and make sure they all fucking work. And start getting to getting more... not only play them because I want to have fun with them, but also make good content for the audience.
We're going for more they want it to be a bit faster, a bit more action-y. That's why, everybody takes their turn just playing their cards. Their turns don't take long. And then everything moves together. And they battle.
And duels are only 8 turns, which, that's...
They were trying to optimize for, like, the mobile experience. You're on the go.
Yeah.
You whip out your phone and play for, like, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't take too long. It still had to be satisfying and entertaining. And so there's a whole lot of...
Which I will give credit is very fucking hard to do. Like, that's definitely hard to do. To make sure that it's quick, but not so quick where you lose interest. But it's not too long where it's like, okay, shit, it's either I'm going to just play as at home, or I'm just going to drop because it takes too long to play and get my rewards.
Things that I think that's the reason why we don't get a Capsule Monster Coliseum
or fuck, dude,
on mobile. Now, console or like PC, that's different, And they should bring those things back, Konami.
Thank you. Fucking thank you. For fuck's sakes, I don't know why they don't do it. I don't know why. It makes no fucking sense to me. It makes no fucking sense. They were great. People bought those games. Why? Because they were fucking good. Why not make another one? I don't see they have no fucking excuse nor fucking reason to say, oh no, we can't do that, or nor we not gonna do it because we don't think it'll sell well. Bull fucking shit, it'll sell well. It did before and it will again. Just make the fucking game good.
Yeah, I would like to see a modern Dungeon Dice Monsters. That might still
even give me the physical game. I'll even take the physical game. Just bring that back.
Yes, please.
So,
please.
Yeah, I guess rest in peace to Cross Duel. Sucks that it had to go so quickly.
Yeah, rest in peace to that game.
Should have had me promoted.
Rest in peace to that game. It had a lot of potential, but unfortunately, it ended up as dog shit. Mainly because it was pay to win, and there was no crafting system. I guarantee you, if it didn't have pay to win, and again, if it had a crafting system, it would last a lot fucking longer. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think anyway.
Yeah. Reach out to us, Kanai. We can solve anything. I don't know. I hate
I like that.
to see it happen. I guess there are people who are really probably upset about this. So.
Hey, we still have our main Yu-Gi-Oh! Mobile game. Master Duel.
Yeah, Master Duel and even Duel Links. They're going pretty strong. I think those are fine. It's just, I would like to one day see a crossover Yu-Gi-Oh! Game exist. This just, I guess, wasn't...
Street Fighter cross Yu-Gi-Oh?
I mean, a Yu-Gi-Oh! fighting game?
I mean, why not? Fuck it.
You know how many monsters would be sick? You know what they could do? They could do, not Jump Force style, I'd like it in Smash Brothers style.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what's sad is that, I think...
a fucking battle with, let's say, some iconic monsters like the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon in Smash Bros. Style. Or Obelisk the fucking Tormentor and Slifer the Sky Dragon in a Smash Bros. Game scenario. Dude, that'd be dope as fucking shit. I don't know how they would do it, but if they got it to work, it'll be dope as shit. And probably hella fucking fun on that.
That would be far more popular. It could be like a
and
3D
popular,
fighter or like a platform fighter, multiverse. I know people don't like that game, but kind of the Smash clone thing. That could have been neat. So
yeah.
Anyways, different conversation for a different day. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of pour one out for Cross Duel and.
We have nothing to pour here, but just imagine pouring one.
You can pour one out by liking the video.
That's right.
I already did.
Subscribe. This is APS Amplifier.
Yeah, if you want more talk like this, we thought about doing it in kind of a podcast style. You guys can tell if that sounds like something.
We can't say the name of what it will be because we don't know who's stealing the name, but
yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, let us know.
True.
Did you guys play Cross Duel? Did you have any experiences with this? Are you, like any opinions on what could have been done differently to salvage this?
And if you didn't play Cross Duel, we're gonna hop on before September 4th.
Yeah, in these next
try it out.
Several months. Or what would you have done differently? What would you like? Or maybe you're gonna try and let us know what you think. All right, that's it.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
That's turn.
All right, that was a very good video on their end. I definitely believe that the game had a lot of potential, just unfortunately it was... I'm going to be nice here since I was rambling throughout this entire video. It was just not that great. The audience was so niche, it was so small to work with. Not only that, but also on top of being super pay to win, it was just not going to work. It was kind of like a self-fulfilled prophecy to fucking fail, unfortunately. Now, I definitely do agree with a lot of what... I'm pretty sure his name was... that was Paul on the right. I'm pretty sure his name is Alex. I could be wrong. It has been a while. But however, though, if you guys haven't, I would give these guys a sub on not only on their main channel, but also on their Amplifier channel. Also give them a like. And that is it for now. So thank you so much for watching. This is Yone Ochiha signing out.